Give it up for Brittain and his presentation, whiteskins.org.
Thanks, Todd. All right, so I view design, I work as a graphic designer. I view design as, let me see what I view as, creation with intent. Whether that's intent to solve a problem or communicate or create something, I think it has a lot to do with the intent. Whiteskins.org is a project that I designed with the intent to address the issue of Native American mascots. It started as a fantasy football team and quickly turned into a satire. In the first year I played fantasy football, there was a team in the league that, cover your children's ears, their name was Chief Slapaho. And that got under my skin, so I decided to form Whiteskins. These are some Native American mascots. We've got the Redskins, a personal favorite, anti-favorite. You may recognize some others. This one's actually a high school, the Oak Hill Warriors, and then we've got a university. There's numerous universities, but that's just one of them, University of North Dakota. But that one, I think, has actually been changed. I believe that these mascots lead into things like this, and whether you agree with this or not, these are a lot of things that you can buy or could buy, not the costume, but the underwear, at Urban Outfitters. All this stuff's been raised controversy over, and some of it's been banned. But basically, a lot of people see this as a misrepresentation of a Native American culture. Some people don't, though. This is one man, I think in Oregon, who doesn't. He says here, fighting the Indian mascot ban in Oregon. I respond to him. This is what I do on Twitter with Whiteskins. He says, LOL, life is too short to sweat this crap, dude. So then I say, does that mean you're going to give up your fight against the ban? And he said no. So a little bit of a mixed message there. The reason I think this is a problem is this study has been done that shows that there is a direct correlation between these mascots and lowering Native American children's self-esteem. Oddly, similar studies have shown that it raises white children's self-esteem. My question is whether that's really good to have your self-esteem built off of other people's lowered self-esteem. These are actual Native Americans, very different from the mascots you're going to see. This is a video done by a group called the 1491s. I encourage you to check them out. It's called Smiling Indians. Basically, it just shows people being people. These are stills from that video. So in trying to address this problem, I need to think about what strategy I was going to use. I could go at this in so many different ways. I could rant and rave, which I do sometimes, or I could, dress up as a chicken or do something, but I chose Whiteskins to be a comedy, mostly satire, but mixed in with comedy. I really love this quote from Stephen Colbert, one of my heroes, that comedy often deals with a status shift. You can almost find, or you can find one in any joke. He says things like, comedy challenges the status quo, which is 100% what Whiteskins is about. So from that, I forgot what my next slide is. I chose to direct Whiteskins at the powerful, not the weak or the poor, but the powerful. So I Googled middle-aged white man, found the man on the left. He quickly became the drawing in the middle, and he's the Whiteskins mascot. His name is Chief EO or CEO. So from the logo, I wanted to build a more in-depth experience for people to engage with this issue and engage with the brand Whiteskins. So you can see here we are playing the Redskins, beating them soundly, but just begin to flesh the brand out beyond the logo, beyond the name. So we have uniforms. We also have social media. This is a Facebook page. You can come here, like us if you want. Have a fantasy football league. Unfortunately, that's closed for the season, but it'll keep playing. Can't join is what I mean. Post articles, interact with other people. We have a Twitter account as well. I speak in the third person, but it's really just me. But one of the main things I want to do with this brand is let the symbol become useful for other people. This is not a radio, but a DJ in Ottawa, Canada. And he's actually taken on the name, the Nepean Redskins, which is a youth football team in Ottawa. And he's actually wearing our shirt as he's protesting this. That same symbol, though, could be used negatively. And my dad pointed this out to me. What if some white supremacists buy your shirts? So I thought about it. I have a lot of contacts that I work with in all this, and they said, flip it around. There was a protest against a Klan rally up in the north. And basically they said, as long as the Klan is in our town protest or doing your rally, We have 1,000-some people who are going to donate money to the NAACP every minute that you're in our town. So the Klan didn't show up. They ran away from the threat of donating money to their big arch rival. So I try to do the same thing. Rather than just bash the Redskins, I take the money that I get from selling these shirts, and aside from having to pay for the cost of the shirts, 100% of the profits go to groups that are doing positive work for Native communities. Thank you. It's not much right now. $385 is all we've donated so far, but we're building. That $385 went to a group in Pine Ridge Reservation, second in poverty, I think, in the Western Hemisphere, to provide food, like whole fruits, vegetables, build up food shelters in Pine Ridge Reservation. There's also a group of 5 young men that are running Lakota young men from Pine Ridge that have been training to run in the New York City Marathon. Some of the money that was donated is going to go to help them get there, buy their warm-up suits, buy their shoes, and basically they're going to be running with the pride of their entire community behind them. So it's different than if I were to run. I can't run, but if I were to run in the marathon. The future for the Whiteskins, though, is to move into more and more things. I have a friend who teaches at this high school, which is in Chicago. They're the Brittain Braves, and that's their mascot there in the middle. He's actually agreed to let the Whiteskins kind of send him some materials and basically encourage students to ask questions. There's a lot of things that I wish people had encouraged me to question when I was in high school, and Whiteskins is going to do that for these kids. So, mostly on the mascot. I'm not going to ask too many other questions. These are where you can find Whiteskins online, our website, Facebook, and our Twitter account. That's everything.